A long time ago, my dear brethren, before anybody here was a twinkle in the feathers' kneecaps, there were two cities called Sodom and Gomorrah, which were the old names for Oldham and Collyhurst. And in these cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, there was fornication and copulation and excavation and okey-pokey penny a lick and all the rest of it. And the Lord looked down on the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah with his baleful eye, the one in the middle. And he was mightily displeased, and he spake unto his archangel Michael thus, Hey up, Michael, a word in thy lug oil. Yes, God, said Michael. Did I tell thee, lad, he said, I am dischuffed to knickers with them two places. And I am that dischuffed, he said, that I'm going to open the heavens tonight, he said. Big rent in clouds, he said. And I'm going to drop my big balls of fire right on him, he said. Bye-bye. Are you sure? Said Michael. Are you sure? I kid thee not, said the Lord, he said. For I am mightily displeased, he said. And at 12 o'clock, bang, smoke, finito, benito, he said. Why 12 o'clock, said Michael. Well, he said, I've borrowed balls of fire from down below and they're going back at 1:30. But he said, there is one man in the city of Sodom, and his name is Lot. And Lot shall not have his lot. So I tell thee to hie thee away to the city of Sodom, number 18 Clegg Street, and fly in at front bedroom window and tell him to flit, to get bout, to gone. Right-o, he said. But, said God, one more thing. Tell him not to look back when he's on his way out, because if he does, my dire prognostications will befall him. Oh, bugger me, said Michael. So, Michael flapped his big Marks and Spencer's wings and flew out to windows of paradise and into the front window of number 18 Clegg Street, where he sat on the bed with 1 foot in chamber pole. And Lot, at that moment, was in kitchen cooking a gradely pan of chips on the stove. And he saw this great awakening light up backstairs. And he spake unto his wife Sarah thus and said, Hey up, mother, you've left bloody light on. Nay, she said, I have not, I switched it off. And Lot ran up the stairs and there sat on the end of the bed, writing in a book of gold, in a great wakening light, with 1 foot in chamber pole, with Archangel Michael. How do, said Lot. What's to do? He said, it's the Lord, he said. He's dischuffed with this place, he said. Here, he said, and Gomorrah, he said. Down the road, he said, finito, benito, bang, smoke, he said. Big hole in the sky, and God's big balls of fire are coming right down. Ooh, ecky thump, said Lot. I kid thee not, said Michael, he said, and I've got to tell thee, he said, to flit, be gone, he said. Finito, benito, he said, fast as you can. And don't look back, he said. Otherwise, dire prognostications will befall thee. Ooh, he said. Thank you very much, he said. Tar, he said. Is there aught I can do for you? Don't a chip butty or a mash of tea like we just brewed. No, he said, I must be away, he said, down the road to tell Noah he's going to have a wet summer. And he flapped his big wings and flew out at bedroom window, over the hills of Galilee, with chamber pole still stuck in his foot. And it was written in Israeli times, the poor unsuspecting shepherd were hit on head by a flying chamber pole. Well, Lot descended into the kitchen where the chip pan were blazing up the wall. And his wife accosted him on the back of the head with rolling pin 40 times. You silly bugger, she said. Nay, mother, he said. I went upstairs and there on the bed, he said, in a great wakening light, was an angel. She said, that pissed again. Nay, he said. Nay, he said, I tell thee true. And he convinced her of the sincerity of the words of the Lord. And so she packed her pension book and a ruler hoop and her roller skates, and together with Lot and his son's wife, they left the twin cities of Sodom and Gomorrah at 11:45, just as the heavens opened and God dropped his big balls of fire out of the sky. One went right on gasworks, ba-boom, and the other at the pie and peas shop up the road. And as they skated out of the city of Sodom, they saw a red glow in the sky before them. I must look back, said Lot's wife. Nay, he said, look not back, otherwise dire prognostications will befall thee. Nay, she said, I must look back, she said. The mark writes at 32 will be first to get it, she said. Dirty buggers. And before Lot could stop her, lo, she had looked back, and bang, smoke, she was turned into 5'2" of sifter salt. While Lot skated on out of the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, on across the plains of Earlham towards Wigan. And after 40 days and 21.5 nights wandering in the deserts of Wigan, he sat himself down in the shade of a plastic palm tree, left behind by Cecil B. DeMille. And he began to weep, and the tears rolled down his cheeks as the rain from heaven. Weep not, father, said his daughter, for I will make thee a gradely pun of chips. 'Cause, she said, I've got £5 of Edwards stuck down the legs of me tight, she said. She said, it made roller skating a bit hard at first, she said, but I've got them down here. And she cooked him a gradely pun of chips and put a plate of chips on Lot's lap. And Lot still wept, and the tears rolled down his cheeks as the rain from heaven. And his daughter spake unto him and said, Father, why weepest thou? Ooh, he said, I wish thy mother was here. How is that, said the daughter? For thou likest her not when she was alive, and gave her knuckle butty and finger pie, he said. Nay, he said, I wish thy mother were here. I can't stand chips about bloody salt. 3 crores.